You know, when I was a little girl, I always dreamed of one day getting married in that cathedral. A beautiful white wedding with music and bridesmaids and all that, you know, stuff.
話すのかな。女の子なら誰だって夢見る。そうでしょう。
Fat chance of that. Now I'm nobility. I have to toe the line. Everything is all prearranged.
規則に従う？想像もできない。
Yeah, I'll be lucky to have any say about anything, let alone where I'll get married. It'll probably be in that burned out wreck in Leowin if Bobby can find the time to get off his ass and propose.
腕をねじって強引に説得する気ね。それとも首かしら。
I like that. Yeah.
言っておくけど、もしあなたに危害を与えたら彼の頭を切り落として首にクソを垂れてやる。どっちやろ。どっちがええんかわからんけどな。こっちしてみようか。
What? I can't believe you just said that. What is wrong with you?
自分の仕事をしているだけよ。
Hey, you don't own me, okay? This is a different side of you I haven't seen before, and I don't like it. Not one bit. Gods.
あかんやん。選択肢間違えたみたいな。まだ話続くんかな。話をつける。あれでも進まんの。どうすんねやろ。勝手に移動すんのか。どうしたらええん。あ、ここでええんか。ずいぶん久しぶりだけどまだあなたのことを気にしている。
Come on, you daft, silly dragonborn. Ugh. Let's go.
ちょっとあれかな。冗談交じりの感じやったんかな。まあいいや、じゃあ鳥で行きましょうか。
Hi, old friend. How's the knee?
こいつも膝に矢を受けた人なのかな。ウルフリン。
Okay, someone had better explain to me what the hell is going on that's so important the Dragonborn has had to be brought to
絶
Bruma.
対ここで一悶着あるんやろな。
Rigmor!
Please calm down, my child. We only have your best interests at heart.
Hey, I'm not mad at you, Frithov. No one tells me anything these days. How am I expected to behave?
Perhaps you could start behaving like a countess is expected to behave. That would be a start.
Back off, Malasam. I am not going over this all over again. And Mother agreed to take care of things.
And if it were not for her, what then? Do you think she enjoys taking responsibility in your absence? No, she endures. She tires... We're all tired of your gallivanting and flaunting with that common bandit boy. That common
ああ、
ruffian.
絶対ダメなやつや。
Here we go again.
How dare you! Might I remind you the only reason you're here is to protect and serve. Serve being the apt word here, Malasam.
Serve? Yes. And I do. But to protect? You have no idea, do you?
おお、
None
そうや、
at
マレ
all
さんも言っ
just
てやれ。
how much danger your
もっ
life
と言ってや
might be
れ。
in. And yet you come swaggering in like an arrogant spoiled brat whenever you feel you can be bothered to grace us with your presence. Look at your mother. She wants only what's best for you, as do we all.
Stop! For the love of the gods, stop it! I can't take any... this shit!
シグンさんの方が声若いんだよな、リグモールよりな。どうなんの。あ、行っちゃった。 怒らせたやんか。これ話したらいいかな。無理やな。違うな。あ、進んだ。
Shall we begin?
あ、うちの立ってる場所がまずかったんかな。ケリスが出てった。
Milady Rigmor,
ああ、そうそうそう。
I feel I must apologize most profusely for my seemingly lack of respect. It was never my intention to push you away, or tell you what to do, or bully you in any way. It pains me to think we have grown apart since our arrival, and I would like to make amends, if you'll allow me.
It's okay, Melisam. I'm sorry too. And you're right. I have been acting like a spoiled kid. Also, let's ditch this milady crap, at least between us in private.
Everyone here has only your best interests at heart, Rigmor. Especially Court Advisor Melisam. You are bound to your bloodline, and there's nothing you or anyone here can do about that. But it has offered you a better life, and with it do come responsibilities. Lady Sigun has done her best, but as you can no doubt see, the responsibility has taken its toll on her.
I think it has only been compounded by her worrying about your visit to the Imperial City.
Don't worry, I'll make it up with Mom. Once I sign the damn document, I'll come stay here. At the castle. And resume my duties. Or at least, at best, be here to help everyone take care of things here.
Is Lady Sigun all right, Keris?
She's sleeping now. She wants you to carry on without her.
No. Please sit, Keris.
Okay, what's the big deal?
Then
there must be a very good reason, right?
Melisam?
As we know, Bruma has been a free city since Cepheus took control, and we have been left alone to do as we wish. All the counts of Cyrodiil signed the noble decree, apart from us. Then, all of a sudden, out of the blue, you, Rigmor, are summoned to the Imperial City because of some minor legal discrepancy. Apparently, according to the Lord Chancellor, your name must be added to the noble decree to fully endorse the coronation. So Cepheus can proclaim himself Titus Mede the Third. It doesn't feel right, and the Lord Chancellor, Martin Blackwell, is a rather slippery fellow, and I don't trust him. As a matter of fact, I don't trust any of them. If they know of your ancestry, that you carry in your veins the blood of Titus Mede the First, you would be in peril. All of us would be. You would be seen as a pretender to the imperial throne by blood.
But you know I don't care about all that. I wouldn't even think of it. I don't want that. We discussed all that already when we first arrived. And again when the Emperor disappeared.
Rigmor, my dear child, you would not have any say in where the events would take you if they knew. But we simply just don't know. We can't allow you to go to the Imperial Palace alone or with a small escort. You would be powerless. The Guardian, however,
is the hero of Whiterun, defeater of Alduin, and Dragon Slayer.
Commander of the city garrison and guardian protector to the Countess of Bruma.
梅雨持ち上げられてんな。話すのかな。ん座れというのか。ちゃうやんけなんやねん、みんなでこっち見て話進めてよ。ケリスでもないな。これどうしたらいい？
Well met.
こんにちは。どうしたらええんやろ。どうやらここでクエストの進行不具合が出ちゃったみたいですね。本来ならこの後ろにいるフリアソフと話すっていう風にクエストが進んでいくんですけど、ちょっと出てこないんで調べてみたんですよね。でネクサスのスレッドのところで同じ症状の人がいたんですけど、その人の話見てたら結局ハウスモッド、家関係のモッドを外したら進行しましたみたいなことを書いてたんですよね。ただうちは家関係のモッドは一切入れてないんで、多分他のクエストモッドが競合してるのかなと思うんですけどね。ちょっと原因突き止めてたらすごい時間かかるんで、今回はコンソール叩いて進めようと思います。で、以前1回やったんですけどね、あれなんだっけな、エンデラルかな、エンデラルのプレイ中にも同じようなことがあって1回やったんですけど、またそのクエストが動かなくなった時とかにね、無理やりコンソールで進めるっていうやつのやり方を実践してみようかなと思います。ですね、まずはここでSSE エディット、エディターですね、エディター開いてクエストのエディター ID っていうのを調べなきゃならないんですけどね。で調べたところリグモール ROC クエスト01っていうのが今プレイ中のクエストみたいなんで、まずはゲット、これ半角スペースいらないんだっけな、ステージリグモール ROC、 これ大文字とか小文字とか関係ないと思います。クエスト01、これでいいのかな。で今355っていうのが、クエストの進行具合ですね。で、次に SQ、 これでいいか、これで一旦バックスペースで SQS、 これ何の略だったっけな、多分なんちゃらクエストステージとかそんなんだと思うんですけど、これでこのクエストの進行の一覧が出るんですけど、ダダダダダとなってて、今この340が空いてるのはね、これで見れないな、1個空いてるところがあるんでそれだと思うんですけど、今ここですね、355で360にしたら話が進むんじゃないかなって思うんで、次はここでセットステージでクエスト ID でから360、これでいいのかな確かで、無事に話が進んだっぽいですね。あった。これが多分さっきの空いてた340だと思うんですけど、なんで埋まってないのかちょっと分かんないな。でこれでフリアソフに話しかけれるんじゃないかな。オッケー進んだ。兵士は何人いる？
The garrison consists of 50 men and women, 20 archers, 20 men at arms, and 10 gate guards. We have 10 heavy sergeants inside the keep
なんで
for
男女で分
internal
けたんだろ
security,
う
all under Captain Grimbold.
結構多いな。ありがとうフリアソフ、彼らに戦いの準備をさせないと。
Affirmative, Guardian.
If they do have any ulterior
なんとか
motives that would
無事に
endanger
進んでい
you
きそうな感じ。
with the Guardian beside
多分
you,
今後もこういうこと
they
ある
would
と
be
は思うんで
forced
す
to
け
think
どね。
again. With you escorting Rigmor to the signing, we are sending a very clear message. Your reputation goes before you. I would wager your arrival has not gone unnoticed as we speak. If they had any designs on removing a true pretender from the scene, would it now be worth the inconvenience?
If they did, it would be because of their paranoia. It would indeed be prudent of them to remove her. We would find where they sent her, prepare for a siege because any rescue attempt would be illegal, and Bruma County would become outlawed.
It may be this document signing is real, that there are no suspicious activities behind it, then that would mean you simply sign the decree, attend the coronation, and return home. At least, if that were the case, we have also made it apparent we are a force to be reckoned with. However, my mistress has warned me to be careful, that there may be dark undertones. She can sense ripples in the void. Boethiah has become rather fond of you, Rigmor, for whatever reason known only to her.
ああ、そういや前作でボエシア出てきたんだよな。今回も出てくるのかな。
By the gods.
ゴールドブランドもらったんだけど、クエストを消しちゃったからもう手元にないんだよな。
But there is evidence to suggest she, for whatever reason, or both of them, were complicit in the disappearance of the lost children.
セティウスってその山賊王の妻の名前がモラグって名前なんだけど。でまたあいつ出てくんの。
Even possibly that Morag Cepheus
絶対あいつやろ、モラグバルやろまた。何回出てくんねん。
How would she do that?
吸血鬼やしな。絶対関係してるわな。そうか、またモラグバル関係か。よう合うな。マレサムテートには誰がいるの？何を想定すべき？
All the high nobles from their counties and their entourage, bodyguards, etc.
It's protocol. If there's one thing the new dynasty adheres to, it's protocol. In fact, we just received word most will be arriving shortly, in the next few days. You would sign the decree and be expected to stay at the Imperial Palace for the coronation the next day. There will be entertainment laid on, and you would be required to attend.
今回は会話劇やなずっと。一瞬たりともリグモールを一人にするつもりはない。
You won't be expected to, and you'll have adjoining rooms.
Rigmor, Robert de Medallius will be there with his father, Count Leowin. Please refrain from any uncourtly antics, and remember you're there on official business.
レアウィンの息子さんやったっけ？結婚させられそうになってる。
Whatever.
どんなやつなんやろ。最悪の事態に備えましょう、マレ様。どんな問題が起ころうとも。
Well, the scenario would go something like this. They will apprehend and arrest you both, but as Rigmor is Countess, a noble, they would need to provide evidence to support their claim. The claim being Rigmor is a pretender and is actively plotting to overthrow the Imperial throne.
Whatever.
It would have to be watertight. Any negative action against a noble would cause dissent amongst them. Sethius would not be able to contain a revolt now as he did 2 years ago. Part of the agreement, the White Gold settlement of 4th Era 203, was that he would be recognized as the legitimate king of Cyrodiil and emperor of the imperial territories as long as the bandit army was incorporated into a new imperial army and distributed between the 6 houses of Cyrodiil. Bruma wasn't counted in the settlement as it was declared a free city at the time, but we still had to pay homage and legally accept Ariel Sethius as emperor, which we did at that terrible time.
結構ピンチやねんな。
Also written into the agreement after the former Count Leowin and his family were slain during the subjugation war, was a legally binding contract that no noble house be under threat of subversion and the death penalty be abolished.
Ah, the Nobility Protection Act.
The counter-contract by Cepheus was the Provincial Self-Defense Edict. Any person, no matter their social standing, drawing a weapon to harm others unless in the act of self-defense, revokes their privileges, and they, and the persons they represent, are summarily executed.
リグモールを守るために武器を抜けないと
Not in the Imperial City, or you'll both be killed. We will all be killed. We are fighting a different
あ、やっ
battle
ぱ剣抜いたら
with
ダメなんかな
different rules.
魔法出えへんじゃん
The worst they could do is place Rigmor in exile. However jittery they might become, the nobility would be less likely to rock the boat, as they say, than if she were executed for treason. He would hold Rigmor as a hostage in exile, to keep Bruma in check. The nobles would all demand it.
話長えな今回では伯爵たちが反旗を翻した場合セティウスは窮地に立たされると
Yes, but only if the ratio was in their favor. You can count Leowyn out, as the Baron is fiercely loyal to Cepheus. Leowyn also has the largest army. Anvil is aligned to Leowyn, as they are trade partners, and favors Cepheus for his quick response to the Red Guard nomad raiders by sending Marshal Quintus Vitalis, who commands the second largest army to permanently protect the Cyrodiil frontier against the border raiders from Hammerfell.
Skingrad and Broville, perfectly situated between the capital and the trade ports, thrive under Cepheus. He has brought stability, and they would not favor uncertainty, not now. Which leaves Coral and Cheydinhal. Coral is enjoying a growth in manufacturing and timber exports. Cheydinhal is the agricultural base which supplies the whole of Cyrodiil. In fact, and I hate to say it, Cepheus has brought prosperity to Cyrodiil. Although he usurped the imperial crown, he did it by right of combat, and is legally sanctioned, just as it was all those years ago when Rigmor's ancestors did exactly the same thing to Thul's the Gibbering.
So I could find myself standing trial?
Yes, my dear.
結構セティウスっていう山賊王さんは
Not at this level of
有能なのかもしれんな
Cyrodiil is a completely different world to the lawless wastelands of Skyrim, or anywhere else in Tamriel. It is a civilized country, where the sword now inhibits, not liberates. Any attempt to overthrow Cepheus would not only be about how many you can convince to join you, but how many refuse to take part.
You see, Guardian, how Rigmor needs you. We need you, but we must be tactful and play by their rules.
まだ続くぞ私に連絡したのは正解ね
If we didn't think you were up to the job, Guardian, we wouldn't have sent you. But ask yourself this question. If, and it is a big if, they do know about Rigmor, and she is accused of treason, put on trial, and exiled, would you rather be languishing in an inn north of the border, oblivious to the fact she is being held in yet another prison cell, this time without a friendly Khajiit emissary to whisk her away? Because we will need
結
someone
構
to
この
go
リグモ
in
ル
and get
ま
her
あ
if she
ブルー
ends
マ
up
ンも
in
シロディール
Bond.
もそうですけど脇役がいい味出してんだよな何があろうと正しい判断をする
I knew you would be learned enough for the task at hand.
特別こう突飛なキャラ設定はないんですけどねなんかなかなかいいキャラクターたちだなって思いながらやってたな
Friathoth, I'm scared.
Don't be, my child. You have endured much worse situations. But we will be counting on the Guardian.
We would need to be quick, leave no trace, and get out. If we could prove that Cepheus and his wife were complicit in the disappearance of Cyrodiil's children, it would be over for them.
Even Leowyn would not come to their aid. but either join the revolt or abstain.
Hey, I'm right here, you know. I don't feel very reassured about all this.
Rigmor, Carice, will join you if anything happens. You will be permitted a lady-in-waiting. She will never leave you alone, right up to the point of the Guardian's arrival, to wherever they send you.
What's Carice going to do if they want to hurt or kill me?
She will be there as your witness and personal maid, a legal requirement under law. She will also defend you. She has certain
ケリーさんなん
qualities.
かすごい
More than
力
a
持って
match
るの
for
か
any would-be assassin. Isn't that right, Carice?
But let's not forget,
実は
what
吸
we
血
have
鬼とか
discussed may not even happen. Sethius might not know anything of the sort. You will both return safely, and we can all go about our lives in peace. Any evidence Court Advisor Malisem finds, if indeed there is any, will only add to our security. But both of you must be wary, and keep your wits about you. Look for signs, especially before signing the decree.
おーどういう兆候なの？
The Lord Chancellor being too over-friendly. An audience with the Emperor, or his wife Morag. Friends becoming too close, Rigmor. Speak the wrong words, and you can cause a nation to fall or bring about your death. Be careful.
大喜びで連中の腹を切り裂いてやるわ。
We must bide our time, Guardian. Now, please, excuse me. I feel I must retire.
Try not to worry, Rigmor. I will represent you should the time come.
Like Freyathov said, I've endured far worse situations. And I have the Dragonborn.
Come, Carice, let us retire too. It has been a long day.
おー大丈夫？
What shall I wear? A dress? Or keep my armor on?
どっちでもいいんじゃない？
I was going to let you decide. But now I don't feel like doing anything.
そんなこと言わずに見せてよ。
I don't know.
あ、すねた。あなたの部屋までエスコートさせて、もしよければだけど。
Nah, maybe tomorrow.
あ、断られた。
Sorry.
では守護者として今夜はそばにいさせてほしい。
Would you? I would like that.
彼らを恐れる必要はない。
Fuck them?
こっちかな。その息やで。
Thanks, Dragonborn.
絶対に危険な目に合わせない。
I know. Come on. I'll show you to my room here at the keep.
おー、じゃあエスコートしましょうかってところで今回この辺で終わりましょう。結構長いな今回は。それではまた次回お会いしましょう。